So it has been a little while. This is Dr. Tatiana Irvin, and I am with Solutionary TV that I felt compelled to bring to whomever was drawn to it to show that we had solutions, and the population that watched it and the masses that didn't, and those that subscribed and those that sponsored and those that didn't, made their presence known that what everyone is hungry for really and truly are answers to what is happening to us energetically right now. We have solutions for education. We have solutions for regenerative systems, green point energy. We have free energy. We have toroidal energy. We have electromagnetic energy. We have anti-gravity. We have so many things that actually are here, are available, and are just caught up in restriction and restraint and old systems trying to hold them back. This has been going on since there were power brokers, but that does not address the most poignant need that those that are seeking, and those that includes those that I work with as clients. I'm actually teaching starting tomorrow an energy and medical intuitive course because everyone needs to know how to tap into their latent abilities, and this is something that I have been awakened to since I was a little girl and in graduate levels over the years, and then study and education and certifications, and that's just kind of been my journey. And guidance said, yep, you've done all of these different things, and you've written books, and you've done telesummits, and you've branded products, and now you need to teach this, and you need to teach it very intimately, because the universe is seeking anchors, really strong soul anchors that are going to be here to hold the poles when the ascension is in much larger full swing. I don't claim to know everything, guys. I mean, I really don't. I enjoy checking things out on, the internet and on YouTube, and I get so many newsletters and data dumps. And it's been good, because if I'm going to run a show, that's important to know what matters to people. But again, what comes back again and again is what's happening. What's happening to me? Well, the ascension's happening. The ascension's what's happening. We're all feeling it. Some people are growing more into restriction and addiction. Some are going into feelings of being unhinged and moments of dark night of the soul and temporary madness. Some are showing their ugliest unintegrated dark side. Some are becoming more compassionate, more forgiving, more in service to others, more open and receptive and authentic, and willing to feel what it feels like not to be walking around with the filters and body armor that most of us get over time, and they're feeling things really sensitively, but they don't know how to make any sense of it. And for those of us that have always kind of known why we were here, and I've always known why I was here, I already said this in past videos, I'm here for the big show. I'm here for the big finale, and that is the ascension. And so, I started tips to the ascension, and I couldn't believe how deep integrate went. It was integrate. I hope you heard me. I couldn't believe how deep integrate as a tip was going to be. It's like the never-ending Alice in Wonderland, tumbling head over foot, head over ass, all the way down this rabbit hole that doesn't even end. Because where does the integration stop? As someone who even teaches this, who writes about it, who blogs about it, who considers that I have some degree of expertise in it, I'm going to tell you something. Integration, I have to integrate all of the false selves and then examine which ones don't need to be here anymore and then let them go. I have to examine all the projections that have been placed on me with all the cords and commitments and covenants and contracts and you name it, and then let them all go. I have to look at the archetype that is the mother of the household and all of what I've created and sins of the parents upon heads of the children and what I've passed to my children, so that I can integrate it and let it go. It goes deeper than that. Society has to let go of its injured archetypes, right? The wounded warrior, the victim villain that constantly flips back and forth. We've got the child that's misunderstood. I mean, I could go through the list. I've got the whole notebook on it. I could read them to you, but the unhealed archetypes that exist in the human psyche, in humanity's cohesive conceptual view of our collective intelligence, there are wounded archetypes that are looking to come through many of us before this ascension, during and through this ascension, that we have to integrate, examine, and then let go of whatever parts are not ours. This is such deep work. And I'm going to tell you, every time I go into these deepest meditations, I'm all scummed out today because I've been outside in my garden and I've been in my yard all day. Guidance said, go outside and stay outside. Go outside and stay outside. You're not going to get a chance when you're teaching the class all weekend long. You're going to be inside of a building and your energy is going to be flowing to people. Go outside and receive. Go outside and receive. And it's beautiful here in North Carolina today. It's gorgeous. And I'm a gardener. I'm a permaculturist, and this is my jam. And I'm going to tell you right now, I have been in my garden receiving and receiving and receiving. If you don't believe the ascension's happening right now, your denial is in your way. If you are waiting for one monumental experience to happen that you haven't been actively working on and allowing a slow bleed of sensations of fourth dimensional and maybe fifth dimensional and higher, if you're not having prophetic dreams, if you're not having ruminative dreams that are trying to give you a message, if you're not noticing synchronicities in your day where numbers line up, people line up, everyone's finishing your sentences, there's a mosaic of individuals that all kind of buy into something all at the same time, that there are layers of symbolism on the people that you meet up with that all of a sudden you realize just taught you something about yourself. If you're not experiencing this, you're in resistance. Pure and simple. It's happening right now. It is not another geomagnetic storm away. It is not another major wave away. For anyone who's ready, and I'm not saying that that stuff isn't still going to happen. I would be a fool. What do I know? I can't say that, right? Because we're co-creating it all the time. We're all co-creators. But I can tell you right now that if you're not experiencing the highs that many of us are, it's a little maddening. It's a little crazy when the boundaries around your 3D world start slipping away, when all of a sudden you realize you're not thinking like you, like an ego, like an entity, like a character, you know, a caricature of yourself, and all of a sudden you start thinking so spatially that there was no boundary around you anymore, and you grab yourself back and go, wait a minute, where am I? That's our sense of survival. The ego is desperate to survive, and not all of it's wholesome. So I'm doing this work, and I am experiencing beautiful, beautiful realities where I realize, could I just stay here? Could I just stay here and not go back? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm back, and I know why I'm back, and I know why I will continue to come back. There are commitments that I made that are part of my soul family and my soul contract to heal certain relationships in my life. And before I can heal all those relationships, I have to let go of the parts of me that might be a little bit familially archetypal. Some of them might even be humanity's global archetypal thought forms that are coming through in my behavior that I need to shed or that I need to fine tune. I know why I keep coming back. It's not going to be easy to have that wave hit us if we have not worked our stuff out, folks. Burning off the dross is a real term. The refiner's fire is a real term. I'm not trying to incite fear here, but it's not going to be comfortable to have that stuff happen unless you were completely unconscious and, like, with surgical precision, you don't remember or feel a thing. If you want to be present and conscious for this, we have to be doing the present conscious work right now. So I'm just saying, calling bullshit on all of you that say that nothing's happening. If you're not experiencing the synchronicities right now, check yourself. I'm checking myself. I know that some of these people that are showing up on YouTube and that are being really bold and really daring, a lot of hypnotherapists, a lot of coaches, a lot of healers. I could name names, but if you found me, you probably already found them anyway. And I really don't think this is about feeding the ego and who gets so many hits. It's, did we get the information out there? Stop harassing the people who give you dates and give you time frames, because that might have been a date and a time frame for somebody else who's already moved on and not you. Why are you still here? Ask yourself that every day. Not from meanness. Be kind to yourself, but hold yourself accountable. I'm holding me accountable. I'm experiencing the ascension right now. I'm going in and out of states right now. I'm coming back with data right now. You want to know the most exciting thing that's just happened? Because you've been listening to me, right? I was in my garden yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful, flawless, open field, meditating, eyes closed, and I could see all my garden with my eyes closed, something I've been trained to do in session anyway, working with my clients, scanning them as a medical and an energy intuitive. But I saw the whole garden in Technicolor. There was a full-size, people are going to say I'm whack. I don't care anymore. Aren't we past this, right? Full-size fairy, size of a full-grown young man. And it was male, and it had full-blown wings and everything. And as soon as that Technicolor came into clarity and range, he turned and he looked at me and flustered for a minute, and I just sent him, I'm here and I can see you. And I know you know that I can see you. And I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to lose it. I've seen all kinds of things, but I'm not going to freak out. I know this is part of 4D. We have to be able to see the elemental realm, folks. We have to be able to see the spiritual realm. We have to be able to see the astral realm. That's what 4D is going to be. We have to be able to see that this is all a connected thought field, that it is one beautiful, soulful, magnetic grid with which we all co-create, and we're all co-creating in each other's field all the time. So I decided to be a soapbox person towards the end of my life. Little cut off there. Don't you love it when your phone rings when you're in the middle of recording? Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Check yourself, integrate, recognize that it is up to you to be experiencing the 4D and 5D shift right now. It's up to you. This is in service to one. This is in service to the all. This is for all of us, guys. I'm here saying this, being vulnerable, being a dork in my dining room, and not hiding. Why? Because I really believe that this is happening. There is no money and there's no fame in this role. If anybody thinks so, running your own show, it costs you money. Taking your time to do this, nobody pays you enough for it. Maybe there's some big YouTubers in gaming, I don't know, but it isn't happening in my demographic. So it's for you. Take it or don't. I'm not interested in the haters. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's cool too. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're seeking the ascension, it's here. Grab it. Feel it. Start to integrate it. You'll be much more ready when the shift happens, the transition happens 100%. All right? Come on, people, let's do this. I'm sticking around for you too. Talk soon.